Okay, I did a horrible job in the intro when I did it in my actual recording, so I'm gonna just do it right here, the voiceover. Basically, I was listening to Docos and MadPat's new video, like unsolved FNAF's lore, and they would talk about Midnight Motorist. And while they were talking, I heard their ideas, and I connected some dots that I saw that they didn't connect in the video. And this is just a theory for fun. It has no like big evidence to back it up. It has no big claims. I did not solve FNAF. It's just a theory that, from a narrative standpoint, it seems pretty good to me, and it seems like it could work. So yeah, it tackles the gravestone order. Basically, it states that the one in FNAF Help Wanted 2 is right, and it kind of gives meaning to how that would work. It gives more meaning to the one you should not have killed. We already have a reason for that, but it gives more, and it solidifies that William Afton is the man in Midnight Motorist, and that's his house. Yeah, let's get to it.
So basically, gravestones in FNAF Help Wanted 2. Basically, we got a sequence where Chica's the first to die, Golden Freddy is the last out of the main five, and the last one is Puppet. And that always like muddies the water because Charlie, she gives life, she gives gifts. She's the one that's supposed to set everything off, but it doesn't really make sense if she's the last one to die. I have a cool theory about Midnight Motorist that might help with that. And as we can see, this is Midnight Motorist. A lot of problems people have is with the footprints that are on the left and the smashed window and who the person is in the first place. I believe, most people believe, I think, this is William Afton, but it doesn't really make sense. Whose footprints are those? If that is William Afton, that's just walking around his own house. So I actually have a cool idea that is, they actually bring it up in the video and they get very close to actually what I thought of, and that's what made me connect the dots. Basically, I feel like there is a possibility that Chica dies first, the core four die first, then Golden Freddy dies, but Golden Freddy dies in a different way, as they mentioned in the video, which leads to basically Golden Freddy going up to the crying child's door, the window, my bad, and luring him to the pizzeria. Now, in the video, they ask, why would Golden Freddy do this? I believe this is actually the night, which a lot of people also believe, that William killed Charlie. I believe Freddy brought the crying child to Charlie's body, and that's why he then becomes afraid of Freddy's. As we know, the crying child was a big fan of Freddy's in the beginning of the series. Well, at least in the beginning, but like very in the past, based on the plushies he has and stuff. But then in FNAF 4, he's very afraid of it. So I believe seeing Charlie's body is what makes him that's what he saw. That's what Fredbear constantly says, like, remember what you saw and all that stuff. I believe that is what the crying child saw later that night, because of the names between this game and the mini game where Charlie dies. A lot of people believe this is the same night that Charlie is killed. I believe that Golden Freddy brings the crying child to Charlie's body. That's what gets him afraid. That's what he saw. That's what makes him like really scared of Freddy's. And William might know this, and that's why he says he's gonna be sorry when he comes back, because William's gonna make sure he doesn't go back over there. He might even know that he saw Charlie's body, so he's just gonna. This, I think, is a turning point when William starts haunting his son to not go to Freddy's. Now, wait, there we go. Basically, yeah, I already talked about this. Golden Freddy has 3 toes, and the footprints to the left, we see 3 toes, and Golden Freddy is the only one in the movie, at least, that we see, go out of the establishment. So it makes it really interesting. It gives us good food for thought. Also, they mentioned in the video, which I think is really cool, that let me go, there we go, that in this like dirt pile, there might be Golden Freddy's body. I mean, like the animatronic with the body inside. That would be cool. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. But that would just be cool. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't have very good editing skills, so I'm just using a PowerPoint. Sorry for that. I skipped a few things. But yeah, I think it would also kind of make sense. Maybe the crying child was really good friends with the animatronics, not because they were possessed, just because he really liked the characters. And then after the puppet dies, um, that's when the puppet gives gifts and gives life to the animatronics, and they become like actually possessed, and he starts fearing them even more. That's a bit iffy, but yeah, I think it's an interesting, an interesting narrative. Like four of them die, the core four. Freddy dies Golden Freddy dies in a different way, makes him basically rebel, just makes him the vengeful spirit, him or her, I don't know. Then the puppet dies. The Golden Freddy shows the crying child the puppet's body, and that's when the puppet, after that, gives life to the original four. Like it actually gives him life. I know this is a very early minigame, which a lot of people like just ignore or think about as not important in the series, but it's pretty cool. And a cool detail about this is that in the last frame, when you give all the gifts their mask, the fifth kiss appears, and you get jump scared by Golden Freddy. A lot of people find that weird. I find that weird, but I think this is to say that Golden Freddy doesn't need the gifts or the life to be given to it because Golden Freddy already has it. Basically, just uh, implying more that Golden Freddy could have walked out before the puppet was even killed. I think that's a pretty interesting detail. Also, the the one you should not have killed. Why is it linked to this? We The community has been very certain that the one he should not have killed was said to William because he should not have killed Golden Freddy because Golden Freddy is the one that torments him now. I think that is a possibility and that it's a very good possibility, but I also think it could be it's the one that you should not have killed because it's the one that brought all the trouble to your family. Before this, at least that we know of, maybe Baby was scooped a long time before, but I don't really think Baby was what made the crying child hate Freddy's. That's for another day. I think maybe the one you should not have killed is because Golden Freddy is the one that brought the crying child to Charlie's body and got him scared of it and basically brought all the problems to the family, like connected William's wrongdoings to his family, because before that I believe they were completely separate. Like William's murders didn't affect his personal life, like his family and stuff, but after Golden Freddy and the vengeful spirit, they connected, and the barrier between the murders and his life kind of vanished, and his kids started dying, and then Michael tries to fix things and it all becomes a mess. Basically that. And
Okay, so basically, TLDR, the core four are killed. Then Golden Freddy gets killed, but he gets killed maybe in a different way. Basically, the core four animatronics do not get possessed or like very lightly. And then Golden Freddy out of pure agony is very different from the others. Maybe he gets buried in the dirt pile. Maybe not. Maybe it's something different. Maybe it was the way he died. Maybe it was his birthday party. We don't know. It's probably the crying child's, but who knows? So yeah, Golden Freddy dies out of pure agony, stays more alive than the others. When Charlie is killed, that night is when the Midnight Motorist takes place. William goes to his house, finds that his son broke out. I believe it's because it could have been that Golden Freddy lured the crying child to the pizzeria establishment to see Charlie's body, basically confirming that Charlie is the last one to die and making the crying child scared of the pizzeria after seeing the dead child. After that, Charlie goes on to give life to the other animatronics, bringing them to life, making the crying child even more scared. And this also explains the one he should not have killed. It's because Golden Freddy basically is the one that torments William, but is also the one that showed his crimes to his family, to his son, and started the whole chaos with them involved. And this would also kind of explain Psychic Friend Fredbear. If it is William Afton in the bear, it would mean that he's trying to get his child away because he knows he killed kids, and maybe William thinks, like, maybe William knows that his child saw Charlie's body. So he saw the dramatic shift from his son being a really big fan of Freddy's to now, after leaving the establishment the night he killed Charlie, being really afraid of it. So he sees that and he connects the dot. He's like, oh, okay, he saw the body, so he's scared of this. Remember what he saw. He keeps selling that and trying to keep him away so he doesn't see more of the murders and he doesn't accidentally get killed either. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you. Welcome to my TED Talk. And I know this was really cheaply made, but I have 3 exams this week. So yeah, always been nice to see Matt, Pat, and Daco just theorying it out. So yeah, seems good. Have a nice day, everybody. Good night or good afternoon.